so this is gonna be a video story of my labor and delivery. I already did a video on another labor and delivery video, which just shows you pretty much like me in the hospital, you know, in the labor room, actually in labor, like the pain and stuff. So if you're interested in watching that, then I will link it down below. But this video is pretty much just talking to you about the labor pains and just pretty much my experience throughout the labor and also the delivery. When I was pregnant as well, especially for a first-time mom like me, I didn't know how it was like to give birth, so I'm also eager to know the other people's experiences and stuff. I was also eager to know if the labor was really painful. And a lot of people say it is, but it is. I was induced to labor because I was 6 days past my due date. They pretty much did all these things to induce me. So first, my doctor inflated this balloon in between my cervix. That was painful, really uncomfortable. They inserted something down there and then it kind of went through my cervix or something like that. Yeah, cervix. And that's kind of like so when it's inflated, it helps open up the cervix so that, you know, the labor goes on. And the second way that they induced me was, of course, they broke my water, just like everyone else who doesn't get their water broken. So that's another part. I guess it's not really part of the induction, but whatever. And then I was other Pitocin. So that's that. My labor in total was 15 hours, I'd say. Well, my appointment was at 8 a.m. and then I gave birth at 11:16 p.m. So when we got into the labor room, they didn't put me under Pitocin right away. They waited a little bit. So they were kind of checking me. The doctor was checking me, how far dilated I was. The balloon that they inserted into me at like around 9:30 in the morning, it was really helpful because before they did that, I was only 2 centimeters dilated, barely 2 centimeters dilated. But then I'd say 6 hours later, after having that balloon inside, I was 7 centimeters dilated. So that really helped me progress. So that was, even though it was painful, it was worth it. And throughout the experience of having the balloon inside, I was having the contractions from 5 to 10 minutes apart. The contractions was really bad. It was painful. But the minute they got Pitocin in, that was the worst experience. Oh my goodness. At first, when they put me under Pitocin, I was like, okay, this is going well. Everything's going fine. It's not that painful. I was trying to focus, see if I can handle the pain without the epidural. So it was okay. After half an hour, I'd say, half an hour is when it got really, really bad. So contractions were coming in every 2 minutes within the 30 minutes after they put me under Pitocin. But then after that 30 minutes, my contractions were coming in every minute, literally every minute, and that was the scariest part. It was getting so much painful. Like, I feel like the pain was getting worse and worse and worse. Like, it's not staying constant. It's getting worse and worse and worse. So I couldn't handle it. I was under that extreme pain for 1.5 hours, and after that I was like, you know what, I can't do this. I envy all of you, if you've already given birth, who did it naturally. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how you did that, but it was painful. But after the epidural, you're like in heaven. Everything is went on smoothly. The epidural, by the way, was not painful, more on, well, it's the needle. It wasn't that weird as I was already in pain, so I wasn't paying much attention to the pain in the epidural, and it wasn't painful at all. I mean, it was just needles, so I didn't feel much pain. So I like the epidural. I don't know the long-term effect of that, but some people said that your back is gonna hurt afterwards and all that stuff. My back doesn't hurt, so I guess it's a good thing. So we're clear on that, but I'm kind of starting to have some sort of memory loss. Sometimes I forget things after a while, and I just don't know. I've been like that even before pregnancy, but now it's worse. But anyways, so that's about the epidural. And then so pushing. Some people said the pushing was easy, but for me, I don't know why, but it was really hard for me. I felt like nothing was happening, even though the nurse was telling me that the head is almost out, but I felt like nothing was happening. Like after an hour, I was still pushing. So since I didn't get much sleep before I got into labor, I was really tired, and I felt like I was gonna knock down. I felt like I was gonna be out of conscious, and it was really scary. So my mom, you know, encouraged me just to get help from my doctor. So I did, and they used kind of like a vacuum, they call it, I think. Like as I pushed, they were kind of helping me as I pushed, and they were kind of like helping me push her out. Her head at first kind of was marked somehow. After I think a couple of weeks or so, I don't even remember, it's gone. So now my baby's head is nice and round. It's a good thing that I actually got help, because my baby was actually, when she got out, she had a little bit of fever because she was in and out down there. So because I was having a hard time to push, I guess she was stressed in there. That's what my doctor said. So yeah, the pushing was hard for me. Maybe because her head is big, or she was 8 pounds. So I don't know. One of my friends said that she pushed for 2 hours. I probably would have gone through pushing more and more without help, but if I just had more sleep and I had more energy, then I probably would have gone through. But I don't know what was happening to me, but I was really losing my energy. Like I've never felt that. Like it's like my energy has been taken out of me and I'm like a dead person. So I've never felt that before. I guess because it's my first time. Maybe in my second time it would be a lot easier, hopefully. If you're about to give birth, then good luck and enjoy it. It will be the most amazing thing that will ever happen to you. And like once you touch your baby, you're just like, oh my gosh, see, she's actually here. Oh, it's the best thing. Best thing ever happened to me. It's every night I stare at my daughter and I just cry. Not actually every night, but maybe every other night or so. But I stare at her and I just cry while she's sleeping, because I'm just so thankful. I just know that I'm so blessed. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are gonna have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down below. Bye guys!